It's the Rundown, Wednesday, October 4th. We've got a great show, but an even better crew.
This is the big three, as everyone's always called us.
Absolutely.
I've been sitting on this crew for a long time.
This is the
I've been
ace up
sitting on this, waiting to drop it when we need a rundown the most.
Now, I'm going to say, I've had like 3 people blame this broken chair on Dana. Everyone's been like, oh, Dana broke it. Apparently it was Max. They're saying it was Max whenever he shaved his face. So Dana's getting dragged through the mud for this broken cup holder for no reason at all.
It if I did, but
it definitely seems like a yak case race type scenario where you just like, sit
it
down.
wasn't you, and you still are like,
No,
well, you know, it's like very possible I fucked
I'm in
this
like
up.
a Hank Pirate Simon situation where I'm willing to admit it was me, even if I had nothing to do with it.
All right, let's get into it. The MLB Playoffs started yesterday. Rangers, Rays, Twins, Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, Brewers, Phillies, Marlins. The biggest news out of it is probably that Marlins man did not attend the Marlins game in Philadelphia, even though this is like their 4th time making the playoffs as a franchise. So I think Marlins man is scared. I think he's scared of Philadelphia. Red October is here. He was at the Diamondbacks Brewers game instead, which is just a very random matchup.
We haven't heard from Marlins man at Barstool in a long time, have we?
A minute.
Him and Big Cat are close. I'd say friends.
Let's call it what it is, boys. He's a fraud. He's a fraud for
Yeah.
this move.
He's been a fraud.
This is a fraudulent move. I mean, you can't be sitting, dude.
in the Marlins jersey.
What?
I don't think he's a Marlins fan. I think he just wears the orange Marlins jersey just because it's the brightest jersey he could find. And he's like, this will make me stand out.
Correct.
Pick the team where he can stick out the most.
Yeah. And Marlins man is a good alliteration.
He is a Marlins fan though. Like, remember when he was like ripping Derek Jeter for not putting him in the parade? Like, he had all these problems with Derek Jeter. Like, he loves the Marlins, doesn't he?
I don't know. I think he's a fake fan. Not showing up to your team's playoff game.
Where does he live?
Did you see the Roan tweet? The unfortunate Roan tweet that came up from the Phillies game.
I'm not sure if
Not-
I did.
He essentially said something, I don't even know what it was, something to do with a chain on one of the players, and then all the Phillies fans came at him calling him a fake fan because he didn't know about whatever it was that's been happening all year, and he tweeted about it, and the Philly fans were coming at him, calling him a casual.
So he should have known about the chain.
Yes.
Essentially.
I didn't really read into it too much, but he's got Philly calling him casuals. This is off the heels of, Pat Bev calling him Ron. I think our boy Roan. It's been a tough couple days.
I think a lot of Philly fans are coming out of the woodwork right now and pretending they're part of Red October and they've been diehard. I'll say Phillies scares me a little bit. I'm kind of like Marlins.
That's an
I'm a little
accusation.
scared.
I don't know if I'm willing to throw that accusation out.
Oh, I think Phillies fans are there's a lot more fake fans than you think. It's a respectable town. It's probably the best sports town in America, but there's a lot of fake Philly fans coming out.
To be fair, I think I would do the exact same thing with the Red Sox. I wouldn't watch it. I didn't watch a single regular season game. Playoffs come around, I'm the biggest Sox fan in the world.
I mean, yeah, 162 games is a lot of games.
Yes.
Baseball purists would be like, oh, it's not enough games. There needs to be more games. And you're like, God, no, it's such a long fucking season. Football's so great because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
1 game a week.
I think any sport really aside from football, I think you're allowed to just check in
Yeah.
playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like
Basketball's
a little bit you can follow kinda, but you can't unless you really love baseball. If you're just an average fan, you're not going to keep up for 162
too many fucking games. It's too many fucking. I will say this about the Twins though, they got the win, and I think Minnesota just needs something. Like, they need something to happen to that city. All they know is losing, like, in heartbreaking fashion. I'm a Twins fan. You're a Diamondbacks fan now.
I'm a Diamondbacks fan now.
Want to have a rivalry if they go to the World Series?
I would love that. Right. The Diamondbacks.
I'm a Twins fan. you're a
Let's bet
D-backs
on that.
fan.
Let's see if we can actually just bet on that World Series
All right.
happening.
I would love for us to be like diehards in that World Series.
There's so many really cool World Series that could happen. I think like Orioles would be really fun. Obviously like Braves, Phillies. That would be great. LA would be great. If we got Diamondbacks and Twins, that would be something.
Yeah, but I mean, October's the best. The playoffs in October are electric every single year. So I do pay attention to baseball this time of year. But again, you can't. It's the regular season. It's just too much. 162. It's too much. Boys.
Yeah. Once there's like that crisp in the air, October baseball just feels a little different.
Yep.
But yeah, Twins snapped the 18 game playoff losing streak. Congrats to them. Will they go far? Who knows?
That's an impossible streak to have.
It does seem impossible. I think the Yankees are responsible for most of that.
Yeah.
I think they've beaten them most of those series. Football news: Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. It's getting out of hand. They're overdoing it. NFL changed their Twitter and Instagram bios to Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties. You got the pause feature on YouTube TV was like the Taylor Swift heart thing. I'm not one to be like, oh, this is just a conspiracy. They're just doing it for the movie that Taylor Swift has coming out. But I'm starting to think they're just doing it for the movie Taylor Swift has coming out.
I think Marty was the one who had the take about the Kelces being plants.
Yeah, they've had so much
That's
success.
not the worst take.
No.
And then you got him doing the Pfizer commercial too. Like that's a plant move from the NFL.
When Kelce starts saying that's going too far, I think
Yeah.
that's the point. I do think it'll start dying down for sure. I mean, Sunday Night Football, she's in New York. You kind of have to talk about it, but it definitely went overboard. I think it'll die down, especially now that Travis Kelce's like, all right, let's fucking chill, boys. So
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. There was one thing with Big Cat's getting canceled, whatever, by the Swifties. I have a text message conversation with Big Cat from last Sunday. I tweeted out something about her clapping, and she claps weird, and it was doing okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden I see Big Cat retweeted it, and it's starting to get numbers, all that. I'm like, he didn't just do that just to, he has motive anytime Big Cat does something like that. So I text him, I'm like, did you just do that to try and get the Swifties to come after me for making fun of her clapping?
He's trying to get the Swifties off his scent and onto yours.
This was before he got canceled, so this is karma is what it is.
Yeah.
This is karma. Big Cat trying to get the Swifties after me. Now they're after him.
Did they go after you hard?
Not even a single bit. So
Good.
He failed. It was unsuccessful. So I say Swifties, go get him.
What did she clap like? She clapped like a robot?
She was like
a robot plant?
Yeah, very robotic. Very robotic.
Taylor Swift, robot. Heard it here first.
So I love Big Cat. Love him like a father. But if you're gonna try and get the Swifties to go after people, you kind of deserve for them to come after you. So it's sweet karma in my eyes.
It's 100% karma.
Look at that clapping. It's like it's not normal.
Yeah.
It's going palm to. Yeah.
It's not normal.
That Big Cat's clip, he came out so hot in that clip. I honestly think his point is like a pretty fair one, but the fact that like the first words were just like, if Taylor Swift wants to watch football, I need to see P and V.
Yeah.
I don't buy it until I see some dick in vagina.
Do you think is she?
I'm saying that right now.
Is she pregnant?
P and V.
And I think he kind of gets around to explaining it. I feel like if he would have built up to that a little bit, it might have been received a little better. But it started so hot.
Did the clip do him dirty, or was it? You know what I mean? Or does it clip off?
He put it out, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
he put it out, but like, yeah.
Oh wow, that's a lot of fucking impressions. I mean, they're the feistiest group on the internet, so it doesn't surprise me. But
Snow White's
it was a joke. Everyone
yeah.
needs to
The only thing that I'm tired of is like Sports Center anchors doing puns.
Yes.
On Taylor Swift songs, and they're like, still funny, right, guys? And it's like, no.
It just makes you roll your eyes every time.
It's awful.
We sit here and talk about it.
No, yeah, well, we can talk about it, but just like making the puns is just not a good joke. Speaking of jokes, Aaron Rodgers called Travis Kelce Mr. Pfizer yesterday because Travis Kelce's doing that, like, you can do two things at once commercial. You can get your flu vaccine and your COVID vaccine, which I think is fair game, calling him Mr. Pfizer. If he was just making fun of him because he was just vaccinated, whatever. But I want to know, Travis Kelce's been in every single commercial. He's kind of selling out, which you do. But how much did Pfizer pay him to basically make, you're going to get like 40% of the country hating you?
Yeah.
And he's like, yep, what's his price tag to get half the country kind of hating you?
Is that public? I bet it's not public, is it?
I don't think it'd be public, yeah.
There's also a Bud Light guy on his commercial.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Pfizer and Bud Light. Oh, my goodness.
I have no take on them. I'll drink any beer that's in front of me, as you guys know, but Bud Light and Pfizer guy, the Bud Light and Pfizer guy.
That joke by Aaron Rodgers, that is such an Aaron Rodgers joke, too.
Yeah.
He just set up perfectly on a tee. Talking to Pat McAfee, everyone knows Rodgers. It's not a vax guy.
He was on there another time, and he made a jab at Keith Olbermann, being like, go get your 5th booster, which Keith Olbermann used to be a respected guy, and now he's just a crazy person. So I don't mind the Keith Olbermann, but it'll be interesting. Aaron Rodgers and Travis Kelce. I wonder if they're close. I feel like they're two of the best ever at their position, so they should probably.
I don't think they're
probably friends. No, yeah, not at all.
He's probably just busting some balls.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's an Aaron Rodgers joke.
If you like if you watched Hard Knocks when he sees his old like offensive line coach, he's like, "Come here, you fat fuck," or whatever. Like he's just busting balls. Dudes being dudes. Next topic. AI. I don't understand AI at all. Like I'm very scared of it. I try to just kind of stay away from it. I'm as scared of AI as Marlins man is of the Philadelphia crowd.
Yep.
AI went after some criminal defense attorney who's apparently talked bad about AI in the past. So AI created this article that had a fake sexual assault accusation against him, said he was a professor at a school that he has never taught at. Fake sexual assault allegation, never happened. And people are saying it's because he's said bad things about Chat GPT in the past and AI. So AI is becoming sentient. It's starting to hate. It's becoming petty. It's out for revenge.
Yeah, and essentially somebody asked Chat GPT to like give an article or write something about 5 examples of sexual harassment at universities. Mm-hmm. One of the examples was just this guy, and they just made up everything allegedly. Again, I don't know. This is what allegedly happened. And he's been writing about the dangers of AI, says AI is bad, we got to stop it.
And AI
apparently it's just coming after him.
AI is trying to cancel him.
I'm out on AI, boys. I'm with you, Vibs. It scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
The one thing AI is good for, sometimes I'll scroll TikTok and there's like SpongeBob and Patrick rap songs through AI.
Those are good.
Fuck with that.
I've seen like the Eric Cartman like raps or whatever. Yeah.
Like, that's what AI is good for. But when it starts going down this road, it's sketchy. I'm like afraid to talk about it. I'm very afraid of AI. But it's good for stuff like that. It's good for like writing papers if you're a college student.
I was gonna say, if you're in college, this is probably
great.
the greatest invention of all time. Because I know there used to be like check my paper where teachers could see if you plagiarized, but I don't think they could get you on Chat GPT, right?
Man. I mean, I would have eaten that shit up as a college kid. I remember I just would like, if I really didn't want to do something, I'd just like pay somebody like $20 or something.
Right.
It was a lot of money back then in college.
That's a 30 rack.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah. But I'm with you, Vibs. AI scares the shit out of me. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit.
Where they say 16% of students say they use Chat GPT to write their papers.
Ugh. That's crazy.
Is there any way
have
universities been able to combat that at all?
I have no idea. I've been out the game for a while, but I feel like if I was a college student, I would be using this. And then you'd have to proofread it, but I don't think I would ever proofread it. Yeah. You got to change some words probably.
And what they're going to start doing, the teachers are going to start making him do like oral presentations instead of papers.
Yeah,
which is even worse.
I'd 100%
worse.
rather do like a presentation in front of the class than do a paper.
Then you can't cheat.
Papers suck, dude.
Papers are the worst, yeah. And then you gotta have like a word. You gotta have like a word count on it. You gotta have so many pages, and you're just like fluffing it up. Just fuck me, and just yeah. I'd rather do a presentation in front of the class.
I think the standards are higher on papers too than like an oral presentation.
Yeah, because it's like not everyone's the best at getting up in front of the class.
Right.
Do you guys have like? We had people that would literally like break out in hives and just like start like panicking, and you're just like, Jesus Christ.
I've never seen that.
I wanted to feel bad for him, but I didn't. I was like, this person, suck it up.
We had public speaking courses, and that one was just like you had to take it for certain majors. That one was a disaster.
I think public speaking is a requirement for every college. You got to take it.
That's not fair. They shouldn't do that to people.
No, I think that's good. That's the time you gotta. That's the time you gotta do it a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody
got to step out of the
be able to
comfort
get
zone.
up and speak in front of people to some degree. It's just a pretty normal. That's a good life skill.
For sure. But a lot of those, I remember some of those people just getting thrown in there and just freezing and just like breaking out in hives, and they like cry and they have to go out in the hall. It was wild.
And they get an F.
Yeah. But I think the teacher was always like, oh, well, they get like a C because everyone's soft these days. Police officer outed as an OnlyFans model after pulling over a subscriber. So a police officer in the Minneapolis Police Department pulls over this car, and after like a couple minutes of talking, the guy goes, wait a second. I know who you are. I subscribe to your OnlyFans, $30 a month. He subscribed for about 5 months, and he was like, just last night I saw you and your husband having sex.
This is fucking hilarious.
This is wild.
This is awesome.
And the guy, I don't blame
Guy's a
him.
prick.
He sucks. I don't blame him for doing anything to get out of the ticket. He's like, oh, he was trying to be like, well, if you're being naked and fucking your husband on the internet, why should I have to pay this ticket? Why should I
Those are
respect you? And it's like,
both
fuck you.
irrelevant things.
The dude pays $30 a month to subscribe. It's like, you're a scumbag.
And he pays, like, just on her normal page that says she only has, like, naked pictures. She's paying, like, he's going deep in the DMs and paying for the sex stuff. So this guy is deep into her own.
He's doing the $30 a month and then going a la carte and getting, like, specific videos from her. Absolutely, yeah, it's scumbag. But do you guys have a problem if your police officer is an OnlyFans model, guy or girl?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
Absolutely. Is she in trouble with her
So
department?
Investigating.
The mayor said as long as it's behind a paywall and it's not like on like public, like in the fucking precinct, fucking her husband or whatever, he's fine with it. But she's being investigated.
I've always been a strong proponent of if you can get your work done and do what you got to do, I don't give a fuck what you do when you get home. Go jerk off to whatever, do whatever weird shit you do. Just make sure you get your job done. And if that's the case here, and she's a good cop, and she's actually meeting her quotas or actually making arrests and whatever it is, who cares if she's making a little money on the side?
It seems
You're a
irrelevant.
player's coach. You do what you got to
Do
do.
whatever you want. If you wanted to go be a fucking furry, or I don't care. Just make arrests, be a good cop. I don't care what you do when you're home.
So apparently she's not only a good cop, she's like an award-winning cop.
Yeah.
She's like been recognized.
No
on the
problem
precinct.
at
Yeah.
all.
Is the cop scenario the hottest scenario? There's like cop, nurse, teacher. What do you guys think is the best fantasy?
I've never really thought about a cop scenario, to be honest.
Lil Wayne, Mrs. Officer.
No.
Wee.
But in general, a cop uniform is not hot to me. There's like a weird hat.
yeah.
Or they got
Some
like
people wear the
things
weird
hanging
hats.
out.
Some precincts
I
don't.
I don't think that's a super attractive occupation. Nurse is a lot better.
Nurses.
Yeah,
nurse
nurse.
are taking care of you.
Teacher is a lot better.
Teacher. It's also like a nurturing. Cop is like pussy on the pavement, boys. You know what I mean? It's
I
like
guess
not,
I don't want to be like Dom.
Look at that guy. I don't want that guy. I don't know. Like cop, good Halloween costume, not the best fantasy, I guess.
Nurse, I would say nurse.
Nurse.
Probably up there.
Is there another one that I'm
Nurse or
missing?
I'm thinking teacher, honestly, the more I think about it.
That's not the nurse I'm thinking.
No. Yeah, most nurses have like a fucking like short ass haircut and they're not that attractive.
I'm not a fantasy
years
guy,
old.
really, so I don't have a take on that. I don't know. I've never really been like, oh, if you wear this, I'm turned on. I don't know.
No, I've never done like a porn search
Me neither.
on like a fantasy thing like that.
Yeah.
Probably come across some, like,
Yeah.
but I don't think I've ever seeked it out.
I'm just cruising for a thumbnail on porn.
Oh, 100%.
Whatever stands out.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's always less attractive when you click on the video. You're like, oh, you were better in the thumbnail. Anyways.
That's true.
Next topic. So Ozempic is this miracle drug. Everyone's losing weight. There's like apparently no side effects. Until now, a Texas woman claims that Ozempic has burned her genitals. She noticed severe burns on her genitals, anus, butt. I guess butt and anus are two different things. They are. But it says it charred the skin around there as if it was like a third-degree sunburn. The pain was so intense, she had to go to her doctor, and he's like, yeah, stop taking Ozempic. Dana, you are on Ozempic.
I was waiting.
How are your
for it.
genitals?
Well, my genitals are fine.
Okay.
All right. Here's the thing. I am on Ozempic. I've talked about it publicly, so this is no surprise. I have zero side effects. I don't know if that's just because, I don't know, it's my body, however. This scares me. This is making me think I might have to pop off.
I mean, you're young, you're healthy. This woman's
Oh, that's her.
This woman's
Okay. Never mind.
70 years old.
I know everybody's body's different. Everyone's body's going to react differently. The reason I'm on Ozempic is because I felt like I tried a lot of different things. I'm like, why not? You know, try it out. I've lost like 15, 20 pounds. It's going well, but I'm on a very low dose. If I notice anything that's like a bad side effect, I'm out.
I'm looking for rashes or.
I got
something.
none.
I think you're good. No, I think you're good.
Even if it's not a rash, if it's like, I don't know, it's just
You ever
really
feel
bad
sick?
diarrhea or anything
Yeah.
like that, I'm out. I don't want bad side effects, and that's what I said from the start. Everything's been perfectly good so far. I hope I don't jinx myself.
Oh,
Seems like a miracle. Like it seems like it's the
Makes no
greatest
sense.
thing ever.
It makes no sense. It's just
What does it do? How does it work? Like, do you?
so essentially you'll eat them again. I'm on a low dose, so I haven't really noticed a huge difference. But if you're eating a meal like halfway, 3/4 in, you kind of just get full. You're like you just don't eat as
It
much.
just like blocks your like receptors or whatever.
But also, if you don't change any of your habits and you get off of it, it's not going to do anything. So it's really like about if you are actually going to change your habits. That remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how I'll be once I get off it. I'll probably go back to normal old shitty eating Dana, whatever. But so far, I'm down 15. It's like I might go skydiving in a couple weeks.
Hell yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, I think I should do that. By the way,
You need to.
yeah.
The second you
Yeah,
hit the weight limit. Yeah.
249 pounds. I'm
You're
in
gonna
the air.
skydive down onto the 50-yard line.
Yes,
Cincinnati Bearcats game.
Yeah.
that would be like.
That will overcome everything.
I feel like before this, like there's like, there's diets and shit, but I feel like you had to get like the lap band. You had to like go to surgery if you wanted to like
Yeah.
really lose weight. But I feel like this is just people are fucking melting pounds off.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear Stu Feiner? He went on the Yak and said, I think he didn't change his eating habits, and he like gorged after starting Ozempic, and he was in bad shape. Like, he was in bad shape.
You can't just take it in your stomach and then just like magically lose weight. You actually have to change things, but it does make you less full. It's like it curbs your appetite.
Fuck. So it's a shot. It's not a pill.
Right in the belly.
I thought it was
Once
a
week.
pill. I was like, this
once
is
a
amazing.
week, baby.
Okay, that's a
Do it yourself?
downside.
Oh yeah, I do. Right in the.
Does it
right in the
hurt?
tummy.
Do you ever like mess up and?
It's only like that long.
Yeah.
It's easy, and I
Yeah.
got a lot of flubber right there, so it's
How long are you supposed to be on it?
as long as you want.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that I'm on Ozempic, but I saw some people that I knew personally that went on it, and they do your research. I know there's fucking articles everywhere that will just, say one thing or whatever, but do your research. It's all look at Stu with the Ozempic.
Jeez.
So Stu, you said Stu didn't change his habits at all, and did he gain weight? Did anything? You just
I'm not sure. I heard him tell the story on the Yak about how he felt sick as a dog because took it and then just started gorging. But I think he's got it under control now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Stu. That's my boy.
Fucking Stu.
Of course.
Looks like on Twitter it was for 3 days,
3 days.
25th to the 28th.
I took Ozempic for 3 days.
Oh, I love
Longest
that
3 days of
man.
my life.
I love that man.
Is this a side effect? Your farts don't smell?
Farts don't smell.
Stu is just throwing shit
Is
against
that what
the
he
wall.
said?
Yeah.
His farts don't smell? No, I haven't noticed that. I think it is harder to shit though. I definitely get a little constipated,
Yeah.
boys. That part sucks. But
Have you done anything to counteract that, or are you just like fuck it? I'm just not pooping as
I
much.
have one of those like little, you put your
Squatty
legs up.
potty things. Yeah.
It's a little bit.
It's all about positioning.
It's not bad. It's working so far, so I'm happy.
You look good.
Thank you. Better than fucking not jumping out of the plane. I keep looking back at that. I'm like, that guy's disgusting.
The thumbnail was they did. I don't know if they did you dirty. I feel like there's some editing tricks going on
that might have
there.
been a Ken Jack edit.
You were in a
Yeah.
bad jumpsuit. That jumpsuit wasn't
It
helping.
wasn't
you.
even right now. I look at my stomach. This isn't doing me no favors.
So I was thinking about this before the rundown. Like you and I think Max kind of fall into this category. There's like an amount of weight or like certain amount of pounds you can get to at Barstool. That is the worst.
Oh, we're
Everyone
zooming
will,
in.
and
Zooming
everyone
in
will
his
rip on
belly.
you for being fat because like you're not
no.
actually that
So-
much of a fat person.
Glenny,
You're like
yeah, yeah.
right at like
Glenny gets mad at
You
me
can-
anytime I say I'm fat because I'm not fat, but for myself, I'm fat. When I started at Barstool, I was 220.
it's probably really insulting to hear.
Yeah, but it's okay. I was 280 when I was a couple months ago. To gain 60 pounds and you're always on camera and people know you from the start, it is like you've gotten fat. But I'm not a fat, I would say. Like Glenny legitimately gets angry when I say I'm fat. He's like, that's very disrespectful to our culture, and I
To the
understand.
fat community.
So I apologize to the fat.
You get more shit for being fat than anybody fatter than you.
Yeah,
Here this
that's
country.
true.
You were not.
You're right in that
Max,
sweet
though.
spot.
Come on. Max
We were talking Max earlier because he broke the.
Yeah,
thing.
you got mistaken for Max, who broke this.
No disrespect to Max, but I'm not on Max level. I mean, I got a little height to me so I can hide it. He's a thick boy. He's a thick boy. You can't just leave me out to dry here. You gotta come on.
No, I know that's just go on.
You got a little bit more height on Max.
No.
Just kidding, Max.
Yeah, you are.
You're
How
good.
tall are you? How tall are you, Dana? 6'3"?
6'3".
6'3".
Yeah, so I can hide it well.
Yeah.
But
All right, after show. Chaps got hit by a car. He moved to Chicago. He's riding his bike around Chicago. And if you're riding your bike in the city, you got to keep your head on a swivel. I think it's almost not if you get hit, it's when you get hit.
dude, our company is obsessed with getting hit by cars.
I was gonna say Liz.
Everyone.
Liz got hit.
Carl, Liam got hit by a car.
Yeah.
On bikes or just walking.
I think Carl was on a bike. Liam was
Carl's a bike.
walking.
Carl used to wear that helmet all the time.
Yeah, I think that's
forget.
why. But that's 4 people now, maybe more, that have gotten hit by cars at Barstool.
If you're living in a big city and you're riding your bike, you're gonna get hit. Like,
Yeah.
I had a buddy who rode his bike in Indianapolis and he got hit 3 times. 3 times, because no one gives a fuck about a bike. No one's really looking.
Yeah, that's tough.
How many? I think Liz got some money, right? Has anybody else parlayed getting hit by a car?
Marty's
Do a
brother
bag
got hit
of some
by a
sort?
car, and he got a bag. I know that.
I would love that.
Liz was walking, not on a
She
bike.
got pulverized.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. Like if I get clipped by a car or like fall through a subway grate,
You know what
the
I
amount of money you can get. I hope that happens.
You
to
know
me
those
so
like
bad.
when you're walking on the sidewalks in New York City and you step on like one of those, I don't know, what basement things, and it makes like a really
Yeah.
loud
Oh,
I
yeah,
intentionally
it
step
stinks.
on them.
praying that I just fall through
Me
one
too.
day and just break my orbital or something. Like I think that would be a good bag from one of those restaurants or something.
As long as you can get a bag from a city. Like I don't want to take money from like a small business.
Yeah, no,
Feel
from the
bad
city
about that.
itself.
You got to do something where the city pays
Yeah.
you, because then you can really fleece them
Yes.
and not feel bad about it.
Facts.
But Chaps is okay. He just had a couple scrapes. No serious damage. Big Ev versus Klimmer. Yesterday on the rundown, they were talking about I don't want to say decathlon, but there's a series of sporting events that they're competing in to see who's the better athlete, Big Ev or Klimmer. They're out there doing that today. I think it's basketball, 40-yard dash, pump, pass, and kick. What am I forgetting?
Why even throw the 40-yard dash in there?
I thought.
What are we doing?
I think oh, we got an Amber
Oh, no,
alert.
An Amber alert.
Check.
This is the national wireless system that they were talking about. That.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like in the government emergency.
I saw the Hard Factor boys
lot of
retweeted a tweet, and they're like, "You need to turn your phone off at 2 p.m. when the security alarm is going to go off, because if you've been vaccinated, it's going to turn you into a zombie." So, fuck, we're fucked.
But you know what's bullshit about this competition between Ev and Klimmer? How you said they got the 40-yard dash in there.
Let's not
Exactly.
Might as well
I
not
agree.
run.
I agree, but then they should give Ev like a feat of strength competition.
Exactly. Are they?
If you're going to
not?
let Klimmer just get an automatic win, no, they should do like bench press.
They're not giving him like anything
No,
with a
no.
clear advantage.
No,
The-
they're
the-
not, which is bullshit.
That's dumb.
Punting, I guess, like punt, pass, kick.
Yeah, but like
It's like that's a power thing.
it should
but it's
just be a
not.
strength thing. If there's going to be one that's just straight speed, there should be one that's just strength.
Soccer goals and tennis were the other ones.
Yeah.
And Klimmer takes like tennis lessons.
I mean, it's gonna be
Yeah, Klimmer was like, I hadn't
Maybe
picked up
Ev's
a
getting
racket
kind of
in
railroaded here.
2 months.
Yeah, I think so. But he signed up for it, so it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Ev was the one who was like, I'm the better athlete, and he kind of started it.
Also saw Big Ev today. That's a sick man. He's not lying about.
He definitely does seem sick. I saw him in the hallway and tried talking to him, and he was just kind of, yeah.
Because he was getting crap for ducking it yesterday, but he was not making that up.
And
Well, yeah, I mean it'll be a funny watch. That'll be for sure. But I think Klemmer's gonna just wash him.
yeah, I know Klimmer and Che did the 40-yard dash in here. Like Klimmer prides himself on his speed,
Yeah.
so that event is right up his alley. Next, jet ski. If you've been paying attention to healthy debates, there's certain bars you got to hit and for subscribers, and they'll do something. Jet ski got tased on
Oh yeah.
Barstool Radio yesterday,
Yeah.
which Ebony fucking tased him and then kind of followed through with it and kept going as he hit the
That
couch.
second one was.
It was, yeah, she just skips up and just.
That was mean because look at the fear in his eyes. He's scared.
So at first, Ebony's about to do it, and the fucking taser like out of batteries.
Yeah.
The worst is the fear, like the anticipation of it about to happen. I don't think it hurts that bad, but it's just the anticipation of it going down.
Yeah.
I mean, good for Jetski. He works really hard. I love to see him, make some money here. So keeps him. I think they're almost at 50K. So
Yeah, I was just looking up see where they were at.
I believe that's the cap.
47.5 maybe.
So that means what? They were at 20. That's a $30,000 salary
I think
bump.
there's a little confusion about if he's capped at 50.
Yeah, he
or
gets
if he doesn't get to start making money until 50.
Let me tell you, boys, as a guy who's got, I got a foot on production and foot in content. Production people are not going to be happy about this.
Oh no.
With the salary bump.
is there already rumblings? over there?
Not yet, to my knowledge, but they might not say it publicly. But listen, anytime someone makes $30,000 on a salary bump as a producer, not everyone's going to be happy. But I love Jetski. I think everyone loves him, so they'll be happy for him. But money.
Well, you saw the way people reacted to Nicky Smokes. People
Exactly.
didn't like
That's
that.
exactly what I'm saying. But I don't. Everybody loves Jetski here,
Right.
so I could be completely wrong.
Dana, you hit the merch bonus, got a ton of money, and gave it to charity. Do you think Jetski is gonna?
Here,
No.
if Jetski's watching, don't give 100% of it away. Maybe keep a little bit on the side. That's what I'll say. But
You think he bring in donuts every once in a while and make the production people happy? Be like,
Yeah.
hey, I got you guys.
yeah.
Give him a little off.
Hey, Dave gave me some side cash for that, so it's all good. Not 100K, but it was.
Do you regret that, or are you just like, fuck?
No, not regret. It was more like looking back at that whole thing, I made a ton of just stupid mistakes off the cuff. I don't totally regret it because I knew I was going to get some cash either way, but $100,000, I would still be probably spending that to this day, 3 years later, for sure.
Probably also got such a bump on socials, everything just went.
I love the Frady's family, so I was happy about it.
Yeah. It went to a good cause. You did the right. You did the right. You did the good
I was
thing.
a little bit
It's hard to
underneath.
swallow. I feel like where you're just like, fuck, that's a lot of money.
But
I could use that.
it's all good.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about? Plug, promote. Dana, you were just in Colorado.
Yes, me and Glenny Balls, we did a show called Tailgaming, and we will be putting that out. I'm not sure when, maybe this week, but yeah, look out for that. We're starting our basketball league next week.
Yeah.
Rich is on the team.
Let's go.
Hockey player, defender. Are you gonna wear? Hockey players? I feel like they wear backwards hats a lot when they play basketball.
I don't like that. Well, maybe I should though, because I do wear a hat a lot.
I do, but
I should
either
wear
way.
the knee pads or elbow.
Yeah.
pads,
So
I think Surviving Barstool's starting up soon. So
Surviving
that's why we're
Barstool
in here,
starts
by the
Sunday.
way.
Yep.
They're making the set, so.
The basketball team. You were Mr. 12 and 10 from high school.
Yep.
Pat is apparently good. I know he plays in a league.
I don't think he's
playing, though.
playing.
Oh shit! But who's your competition? Are these dudes that take it seriously? Are they like, yeah, this is all fun?
It's an intermediate league, whatever that means.
I'm almost positive whatever league we signed up for will be one league above what we should be.
Yes, 100%.
That's absolutely
We
what's
should be
gonna
in the
happen.
casual division, but I don't know. They didn't offer us that, so we're in intermediate, and we're going to get our fucking clocks cleaned, I believe. It's not going to be pretty.
Do you think people are gonna be like, oh shit, they're shooting a documentary. This is my time to get
Yes.
scouted, and they're just
Someone's
going
gonna
off.
fight.
100%. Yes.
That's
It's going to be fun. We're going to argue with each other. We're going to suck 8 weeks of games, so it'll make for a good product.
and I'll leave it at this. Big Ev and Klimmer are playing basketball today. 1st to 5, only 1 point shots. Who wins? Who you got winning?
Basketball, Clemmer. I'm sorry, Ev. I love you, but it's Clemmer.
I'm going Ev. I want to see Ev shock the world. So I'm going to support him. I think Ev's got it.
Ev can definitely, back Klimmer down in the post, but I don't know if Klimmer's ball handling is decent at all. He can just go around.
Well,
It's not. I promise you it's not.
Yeah.
It could be a Loud Sean situation.
See,
Loud Sean got really tired right off the jump. Really tired.
Anytime they've mentioned that Klimmer and Big Ev are playing basketball, that's all I can think about is the Loud Sean thing. Where I'm like,
Back then.
that was the most embarrassing video ever. Where it's just like, I don't want to watch this anymore. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna take Klimmer. I'm taking Klimmer as well in the basketball,
Love it.
and that's the rundown.